one of the things that I really came across, listening to the album is that first that it was a story that was within the album, and I think like it's sort of two different ways that like you can like put a story in an album. I think that like it's a covert way you can do it, and then it's like an overt way you can do it. And it's only certain artists that like can do it in an overt way and then not like throw off the music. Like to me, Good Kid, Mad City is like that, where it's like the wrong person with this concept would have threw the music off because they would have been trying to tell the story too much, or like the story, or they would have like made the song, put the project out, and like you wouldn't have known what the story really was, and like that. But in their mind, they would have had this really overt story that they had playing. Go ahead, yeah.
That it's like sometimes as artists, we insult the listeners.
Yeah.
We want them to know what we mean so bad that we try to force it.
Right.
Sometimes it's good to have some ambiguity to it. Let them think about what this means.
Right.
And I found that I used to say this, like, I challenged them, to know what I mean.
Right.
Even if you don't, I'm challenging you to figure it out, But what I see is people that don't know nothing about me are understanding these lyrics.
Yeah.
They like, nah, bro, I got what you meant, bro.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
So,
and I think, that's sort of, to me, like one of the other things too is that like like somebody can do it so like overtly that like that's all you can get is what they wanted out of it. Like you go watch it, like you listen to this album, you can only get this feeling that they trying to instill into you. Like, and they might do a really good job of instilling that into you, but like you can only have that feeling, as opposed to like which I think is what you did, the opposite of that, where like you had this like overt story that's there, but you can listen to that and feel your own subconscious in with the story. Like you can bring your own things in that's like can be somebody having a completely different like dynamic going on, but like you like told the story of like a relationship, like in the struggle that exists in a relationship, and like the pulls and the balances and the push and pulls that exist in a relationship. And like it's gonna be some people who like gonna catch all the different things you saying, so like they'll see the exact story that you trying to paint out, and then like they can also go listen to it and put their own story in, like. And to me, that's one of the things that's really true about like art and creating, is that when you do it, to me, like at like the highest level of it, it become like it's work for the person who the person that's experiencing it too. Like I like one some of my favorite movies is movies where like you can't just watch the movie like and just be chilling. Like you got to be thinking about the movie. Like you got to be keeping up with it, because if you don't, by the time when certain things happen, you're not even gonna understand and realize how you're gonna have to watch it back 2-3 more times to catch it. Like, and like on the first listen, I could catch all the things you was doing. And I could also like enjoy it and listen to the songs back and be like, they can be isolated by themselves. Like, you don't have to listen to 2, 3, and 4 to feel 4. You could just listen to 4 and you can get that same feeling, Go ahead.
To your first question about my writing process, I learned to use my team, So I'll make a song and I'll make it. And I used to make a song and put it out. Now I sit on it, I sit on the song because I want to first, I'll hear different things the longer time goes by. And then I let other people listen to it. And my team, I'm like, all right, what you think we could do? And they like, nah, we should put a trumpet right there. We should put an ad lib right there. I'm bad with ad libs. I'm not really using ad libs much. So they challenged me on that. Nah, you need more ad libs, or you need this. And what I realized is when people hear it, they come back and they say, man, your production is crazy. And I say, our production is crazy. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's a team game. I'm not playing it under the individual aspect no more. I'm letting everybody else work with me. My boy TP, LV, the whole team, everybody, Fox. I could run down the list. I brought a song to GC and Golden Child like, nah, you need more keyboards in there, So I'll let anybody critique my music, especially before it's out, because that's when it count, A lot of times we can get personal with the music, but we ain't blow up to get personal, we ain't got no proof of concept. So